Thank you for having me. Well, Transparency Information Technology Initiative was founded as a civic technology organization to promote open justice and accelerate justice delivery. I was triggered by the opacity in the judiciary. There is no information regarding court proceedings and court processes, which did not give citizens the power to ask questions and demand accountability in the justice sector. There's also delay in disposal of high-profile criminal cases, especially corruption cases. Research has shown that a high-profile case will take an average of 8 years before it will be finally concluded in court. This has affected justice delivery and also reduced deterrence to corruption. Our experience in the last 3 years since we started the project has shown that there is disregard to Eastern laws in administration of criminal justice by court officials, and also poor persons get stiffer punishments as against highly placed individuals who get away with crime due to less sanctions or prolonged trials. The courts also in Nigeria are not well equipped to deliver justice. What we want to achieve with TransparencyIT is to promote or ensure openness and transparency in trial of cases and the justice sector generally, and also to ensure speedy conclusion of cases in strict compliance with administration of criminal justice legislation. We also want to see there is a better informed citizens on court processes and proceedings, and also how citizens will be able to access those court services. The common form of corruption in the judiciary is collusion between court officials and counsels to pervert the course of justice, mostly in the form of bribery and kickbacks. There is also issue of expert communication between justices, between judges and lawyers, which is also against the code of conduct of judicial officers. We also find that court officials, particularly the judges, always give rulings or judgments based on consideration most of the times rather than merit, which is not unconnected actually with corruption. There is also flagrant disregard to administration of criminal justice laws. These are the most common forms of corruption you will find in the judiciary. What we are doing about it, we try to open the trials. We try to monitor and open trials in compliance with Administration of Criminal Justice Act and empower citizens with information so that they will be able to ask questions, follow the court activities, and demand answers. How we do that basically is we follow cases, we track cases from arraignment to conclusion. We pick up the arraignment, we follow court sittings, we map or we flag in disregards by stakeholders to Eastern laws in the trial of those cases, and we engage this watchdog of the judiciary, which is the National Judicial Council, in order to ensure that this form of malpractices has been reduced to the minimal level. We also try to open the justice sector by building up, documenting all these cases we are tracking into an open source database, so citizens will be able to map the trends and patterns of prosecution, and will also be able to see the length of trial. And we also try to partner with stakeholders, particularly those operating in the justice sector like the civil society organization and also government agencies, to promote discussion around delay in trial of criminal cases, so that we'll be able to see informed decision is made for reforms in that sector. How we measure the impact or evaluate the impact of our project basically is by the number of cases disposed. Our aim is to reduce the delay in the trial of these cases. The number of cases disposed within a year determine the impact we have on the judiciary. Experience has showed for the past 2 years the anti-corruption agencies like the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, has secured the highest convictions for the past 2 years consecutively. The AFCC in 2016 secured its highest conviction since inception. Likewise, in 2017, it secured its highest conviction since inception. This is really showing that our work in engaging the stakeholders and also citizens on those cases are yielding results. So basically, we try to see that the length of the trial is being reduced, and also we measure the impact of the work by the number of cases we're able to open in our own database. We also have a project that is called upcoming corruption cases, or rather corruption cases cost list. With that project, we received feedback from the citizens on how they will be able to attend court cases. They ask us questions on cases that are coming up in court. We give them the information. These are the kind of interactions we open with citizens, and these are the kind of interactions that is making us believe that this project is yielding results, because citizens will take the information, use it, and attend court processes, and we also get feedbacks from them regarding those cases. We also receive requests from researchers, mostly in and outside the country, who are researching on areas of corruption cases in Nigeria, or the whole criminal justice sector in Nigeria. And one of the noble aspects is our advocacy on special crimes court. We have been advocating the need to establish a special court to try criminal cases, particularly corruption cases, and we have engaged stakeholders both in and outside the government, and this has started yielding results. The Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption recently has drafted a bill for establishment of special crimes court, which was forwarded to the National Assembly, which is the legislative arm of government, as an executive bill to establish special crimes court. This bill is yet to be passed by National Assembly, and we are hoping that by the time it is passed, it's going to help in speedy disposal of those cases. And additionally, even before the bill is passed, the Chief Justice of Nigeria has also directed all heads of courts to designate special courts to try corruption cases in order to facilitate speedy conclusion of those cases.